What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Purple and Gold Perspectives podcast. I'm your host, Mike Javid, and today we're recording right after the game. Lakers Nuggets, Saturday primetime on ABC. The Lakers got a big time win, moving to third in the Western Conference and clinching the tiebreaker against the Nuggets. Final score 127 to 125 in overtime. Today we're just going to discuss the game, my thoughts overall, both teams, potential playoff preview, as these teams obviously they've played two times in the last 3 years. However, Lakers are a completely different team as Luka Doncic. He's on the team now. Anthony Davis obviously off the team. So it's a completely different team. Also an improved version of Austin Reeves. So yeah. The things I noticed to start this game. So the Nuggets they were starting their usual five: Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. And then the Lakers, they were starting as of now their usual starting lineup: Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart, LeBron James, DeAndre Ayton. So matchups at first, um, you had Christian Brown guarding Luka Doncic. You had Jamal Murray on Austin Reeves, or excuse me, Cam Johnson on Austin Reeves. Murray on Marcus Smart. You had Aaron Gordon on LeBron, which they've had a little bit of a history as of recently, and then Jokic guarding DeAndre Ayton. And then for the Lakers, they had Luka on Christian Brown, Austin Reeves on Cam Johnson, Marcus Smart on Jamal Murray, LeBron on Gordon, and then Ayton on Jokic. So start off this game, it was a really fun first quarter for the Lakers. They had I think they had 8 threes in the first quarter. I'm on NBA.com right now, like looking at the stats, but I'm pretty sure they had 8 in the first quarter, which is kind of crazy. As considering overall in the game, they only had 14 made threes, so they had 6 the rest of the way. Luka got off to a solid start. He had, I think, like 12 points, hit like 2 threes early. But mainly Austin Reeves. He was getting going in that first quarter. He had a couple nice layups on Jokic, had a couple open threes. Lakers actually their first 7 field goal attempts were all threes, and they were 5 out of 7 on those. Marcus Smart hit a 3. Luka hit 2 threes, giving him 6 early points. And then, like, for the Nuggets, Murray at the first shot of the game, first possession, it was a 3. That was the only field goal he made the entire game. So, obviously, the Lakers, they did a really good job on him, which I did not expect, as he's given the Lakers a bunch of trouble as of late, especially in the playoffs. But, I mean, this season, even so, he had 2 really good games against us. But Denver, they got to a 7-3 lead, but then after that, like, the Lakers, they went up 7-15 or 8-15. Denver called their first time out of the game. And then the Lakers, they were able to lead the entire first quarter, even though the Nuggets were obviously still in it. They led by 8. They led by 8 after the first quarter, which is not bad, considering that this Nuggets team is a playoff caliber team. And the Lakers this year, this was actually their first win against a team with a winning percentage of 60% or over. This was their first win with all of Luka, Reeves, and LeBron in the lineup. Like, they've had 5 before this game, I believe, or 6, I don't know. They had 3 with both Reeves and Luka. They had 1 with just Reeves. They had 1 with just Luka, and then they had 1 with Luka and LeBron. 3 of them coming against Minnesota, 1 against San Antonio, 1 against New York, 1 against right now Denver, or 2 against Denver, excuse me. So yeah, or this actually might be our 7th. I don't even know, but we've had 3 over the last week. We've had 3 games with wins over playoff teams, which is pretty damn cool. After that, like, this is where the Nuggets have struggled all year. Minutes without Jokic. In this game, Jokic was a +6, and the Nuggets, they lost by 2. So they were -8 in non-Jokic minutes, minutes, which is pretty bad considering Jokic played 40. He only sat 10 minutes of regulation, so they're -8, which is just terrible. That was like the big key in the second quarter. LeBron and Marcus Smart hit threes. LeBron had a really nice stretch. He had a steal and a fadeaway, and then Reeves had a shot, and then Jokic came in when it was like, let me see, he came in when it was 32-48. So really nice stretch right there for the Lakers, and Luka was also out. So Reeves and LeBron, they were getting some chemistry going. They played really well, both of them. I'll get into them more later. But overall, I thought the offense just looked really good. We were hitting threes. Luka was driving and playing really well. And then Reeves and LeBron, they were both great. Um, then like when Jokic came back in, that it changes the entire Nuggets offense. As the Lakers, they were loading up a lot onto Jokic tonight. They were like trying to make him pass the ball, which they were doing. As like even early on in the game, like he had two passes that just went out of bounds. Like Lakers were pressuring him, and he had some bad turnovers tonight, which is expected as someone who has a ball in his hands for that much. So it's expected. It's just kind of like a blow for the Nuggets. But like yeah, Jokic comes back in, and they immediately cut the lead down to 9, 42-51 after an Aaron Gordon three. Like Luke answers back. LeBron had a really nice full court pass from Luka. That was really cool. Luka got the rebound and just threw it across the court to LeBron for a nice slam. At halftime, Lakers were up 50-61. Thought their defense was very good all first half. Murray was struggling big time. A guy that I thought gave the Nuggets some really nice minutes in that first half was what's his name? Cam Johnson actually wasn't even bad. He had like 3 threes, played solid defense. Like I don't know, like he played pretty solid defense. Maybe not like the best defense, but he was pretty good. I thought Jokic was great, even though there were some moments where he did kind of like wasn't that dominant. Like he hasn't been that good, honestly, ever since coming back from injury. So like for the past 6 months, he hasn't really been too good, which is expected. You're coming off a kind of a bad knee injury, so it's gonna take a while for you to get back into rhythm. But I kind of still worry. Like they don't look as good without Jokic, obviously, and then with Jokic, he just hasn't been as dominant. So I kind of worry. Um, and then like for the Lakers, they were just hitting shots still, but then the third quarter is where everything started going wrong. They got off to a solid start. They were up like 60-74, or they were up 67-79. But then Cam Johnson hit a three. Jokic had an and 1 3, 4-point play. And then he actually had a steal. That was his fourth steal of the game. And then went coast to coast for a slam after just a bad pass from Luka. And then this is where I kind of was like getting really annoyed because what was working all first half is we were getting Reeves that damn ball. Reeves was going off. He had a couple of really nice plays on Murray. Murray just cannot guard Reeves one-on-one. I don't think there was a single time all game from my memory where Murray did a good job on Reeves. He was completely frying him. And honestly, it was just hurting Denver in a way. So, and then in the third quarter, we were just going completely away from that. It was just all Luka just being ball dominant, heliocentric play. This is why people don't really think he could win a championship. Do I agree with that? No. But honestly, like it's kind of the truth. He does play a lot of heliocentric ball, but it does work out. Sometimes though, in this case, in this third quarter, it wasn't working out. He wasn't playing well. He was struggling turning the ball over, missing shots because the defense has everyone loaded up on him. And then obviously the other guys are gonna cool down. Like Reeves cooled down a bit. Marcus Smart cooled down a bit from three, even though he did have a really good game on both ends of the floor tonight. Yeah, it was just kind of tough. The Nuggets, they tied it up at 87. and it was 87-87 after the third quarter. The fourth quarter, this is where it kind of got a little bit rough. To start off this quarter, Tim Hardaway Jr. had a three, giving him 15 on the night and had a cutting layup. And then, I think the biggest shot, one of the biggest shots of the game, Aaron Gordon, with 8 minutes left, he hits a three, and this kind of gave the Nuggets some momentum. Lakers had to call their fourth time out of the game. Then Luka and Jokic both come back in, and then this is where it's really clutch time. Lakers, I believe, going to this one, they were 17-6. The Nuggets were 17-17, now 17-18. So it's pretty interesting, honestly. The Nuggets, usually they're a really good team down the stretch, but it hasn't been the case this year. However, the problem was Spencer Jones hit a three with 5 minutes left, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man. The Nuggets are just going to pull away with this one, huh? I didn't really think the Lakers. I mean, obviously, I still knew they could win this game, but even as a Laker fan myself, I kind of had a feeling Denver was just going to run away with it, knowing just the past couple years. But I guess with Luka, it's just a different story. Austin Reeves had a two, and then I think another big moment in this one, Gordon just hit big shot after big shot. He hit another three, make it 109-102. And at this moment, once again, I was just like, we're going to lose. But I feel like, honestly, chance after chance, every single play, the Nuggets had good looks, and they just couldn't connect. I was getting ready just to get annoyed, but they couldn't hit threes really, open threes. Sometimes, Cam Johnson had a couple of wide open threes. They just didn't fall tonight. And then Luka Doncic had a step back three after a timeout, after a really nice play from Austin Reeves. He was falling out of bounds, called timeout. Then Luka hit a three. Lakers, by the way, they closed with in regulation. They closed with Luka, Reeves, Smart, LeBron, and Rui. The Nuggets had their same lineup out there. And then Murray missed another three. LeBron got the rebound. Then Murray fouled Luka for the fifth time. I was 5 fouls on Murray. Luka hit all three free throws to tie it up, and then Murray threw to and Smart had his fourth steal of the game from a bad pass from Murray, and then crazy sequence. Reeves just turns it over, and then in transition, Gordon hits yet another three to give the Nuggets a 3-point lead. Reeves had a two, then another crazy sequence. Cam Johnson misses a three. LeBron dives on the floor, and it's a jump ball. Murray and LeBron, but Murray wins the tip. However, right away, Gordon gets it. He loses the ball right away. Smart picks his pockets and has a layup to give the Lakers the lead. Denver calls timeout, and then another big shot. They sub out Christian Brown for Tim Hardaway Jr. and THJ hits the biggest shot of the game thus far at this point. Jokic had 14 assists at this moment, and then he also blocked Reeves the play after, which was kind of annoying. And then, so now at this point, I'm just thinking, if the Nuggets can just ice this game out free throws, they're gonna win. They just needed these next two free throws, and we're probably cooked. But what do you know? Gordon misses the first free throw, and I'm like, door's still open. He hits a second one though. Lakers call their second to last timeout, and obviously the Nuggets are going to foul up three in this situation, as most teams would. Spencer Jones fouls Reeves. He hits two free throws. You could honestly, it kind of looked like a shooting foul at first, but it wasn't, as expected. Then Denver calls their timeout, and Cam Johnson goes to the line. He made both free throws, which I didn't really think was going to happen, honestly. I thought he missed one for sure. This was also their last time out. Keep that in mind. So like then Reeves, I remember this play. So I think LeBron was inbounding, and then Luka was in the backcourt, and they were all over him. So LeBron just threw it where Reeves was at half court, and then Reeves tried to, and then Cam Johnson like pretty much got him right before Reeves shot. So yeah, Reeves hit 2 free throws, or excuse me, he missed the second one on purpose and got the offensive rebound, and then Tyson came up at 118. I was just going crazy. Honestly, I think like at this moment I was just like, dude, there's no way this is real. I saw actually a funny thing on Twitter like just now. Apparently, obviously Luka and Reeves they kind of troll each other a lot, but Luka's like Reddick told Luka to tell Reeves to miss the second one right, which obviously he's probably joking, but he missed it left instead, and he tied it up. So it's just really cool. And then Murray misses a half court shot, and we're going to overtime. Just absolutely crazy. This was actually the first overtime game all season for the Lakers. As crazy as that sounds, they were 41-25 going into this one. First overtime game of the entire season. So, yeah, Murray fouls out to start overtime. Also, Aiden was in for Rui. And the Nuggets, they put Tim Hardaway Jr. in for Murray. Like, DeAndre Aiden was a beast in overtime. He had 2 putback layups, or just 2 layups inside. It was like, and then yet again, Aaron Gordon, another big shot, like 123 to 120 to 122. Gordon hits a 3, step back 3 to give Denver the lead, and Marcus Smart answers right back with a 3. Just an insane sequence. Then Aiden blocks Jokic, but he goes out of bounds, and Jokic ties it up. So the Lakers call timeout. Rui sub back in. And then it's just an ISO Luka, Spencer Jones on him. I thought Spencer Jones actually played pretty solid defense, but Luka just an elite shot maker, of course. And then he blocked Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game-winning 3, the next possession. So overall, probably honestly, this was definitely like the most fun I've had, or like the most stressed I've been watching the Lakers game, probably since the Warriors game in 2024, where it went to double overtime. These Saturday primetime games with the Lakers are always crazy. I don't know why, but it's just the case. So let's just go over the lines now. For Denver, we're going to start off with Jonas Valanciunas. He played 3 minutes, was a -8 in those minutes. He was terrible. He had 2 turnovers. He did score, and had 1 rebound, but just like he just wasn't good defensively. He was easy to attack. And there's a reason he only played 3 minutes. He's not going to be that good in the playoffs. I was definitely wrong about him, that signing or that trade. I guess it was like a good trade value-wise, but he's just not good. Bruce Brown, I thought, was very good tonight. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Made 2 free throws, had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. He was playing pretty good defense, and he was hitting shots. That's what you want from him. He's going to be huge for the Nuggets come playoff time. Spencer Jones was very aggressive tonight. He had 4 fouls. He did hit a big 3 in the fourth quarter, like I already said. And he was pretty good. I was actually pretty impressed watching him play. He's been good all season for them. I don't know if he'll play in the playoffs because Peyton Watson was out tonight, but hey, for now, he's a nice piece to have. Tim Hardaway Jr., their 6th man, he was pretty damn good as well. He had 20 points off the bench, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3. So yeah, he did his thing. Microwave guy off the bench. Let's do Jamal Murray next. I thought Murray was absolutely terrible. That might have been the worst game I've ever seen him play. Any game ever. It's probably up there with, it's either this or Timberwolves Nuggets. Game 2 in 2024. Yeah. Like where I think it was like 3 of 18 that game, just getting locked up and getting pissed off by Minnesota. This game he wasn't like as pissed, but he was just missing shots, and he still did impact the game with his playmaking. So probably the Wolves game was worse because he didn't do anything in that game. But yeah, he was terrible. He fouled out, 1 of 14 from the field, 1 of 7 from three. He had 6 assists, so I guess that's cool. 6 rebounds as well. He was just a cone defensively, and then offensively he wasn't giving you much. Christian Brown was okay. 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. His shooting continues to be not too good this year, even though it's been better as of late. He had 12 points, 3 assists, average from him. Cam Johnson was solid. He had 18 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 10 from three. So the same exact stat line, same exact splits as Tim Hardaway Jr., which is kind of funny. Except for Hardaway was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Cam Johnson 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had a steal and a block. His defense was solid, giving them some size. I still think that was a good trade from Denver. It's gonna be hard to evaluate that though until playoffs. I will say that. Aaron Gordon, I thought this was one of his first games back from injury. He's still technically on a main restriction, though he definitely broke that tonight. 35 minutes played, 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 10 from three. He continues to shoot the three ball super well. He had 2 blocks, 27 points, 5 rebounds. It's a good game from him. Not much bad to say about him. He's going to be huge. He's been huge for that team all season. The on-off numbers really favor him. Yeah. And then Jokic, my player of the game for the Nuggets. He had 24 points, 16 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals. Very interesting there. He had 1 block, that block on Reeves, 4 turnovers, though. Lakers have actually been really forcing the ball out of his hands the 2 meetings this year. Last game the Lakers played him, it was like March 5th, I think, that Thursday on Amazon Prime. He had 8 turnovers that game, so they've done a really good job on him. And even like last year they did as well in that game in Denver, like one of Luka's first games as a Laker. So yeah, overall I thought the Nuggets they look really good, honestly. I think this was like a really well played game from both sides. And yeah, let's just get into the Lakers now. So we'll start off with Jake LaRavia, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 of 2 from the field. Solid. Played really good defense on Jamal Murray. He switched on to him a couple times and held his own. So he just provides so much size and length, and he's honestly really fun to watch at times. Jackson Hayes was, I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of terrible. He had 4 fouls in 20 minutes, which is unacceptable. 1 of 2 from the field, 3 of 4 from the foul line. Just really not too good. The stats don't favor him. Neither did the actual watching experience. Luke Kennard was solid. He had 1 of 2 from three. He didn't really do much else. -9 plus minus, so which I guess isn't too good. Rui Hachimura, 25 minutes, 6 points, 4 rebounds. 0 of 3 from the field. 0 of 3 from three though, but 3 of 6. So 3 of 3 on twos, 0 of 3 on threes. He was pretty solid, I'll be honest. I'm not like guys hound him as most Laker fans are, but he was pretty good. He's been good this year. Then let's get into the starters. So start off with Marcus Smart. Incredible game from him, honestly. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, 8 of 15 from the field, 5 of 12 from three. Been shooting really well from three lately. So just pretty impressive. And he was also a plus 16. So yeah, Smart was great on both ends of the floor. His impact was there. Stats show it, and the actual game showed it. He did a great job on Jamal Murray. Next to talk about LeBron James. He had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 7 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from three, 2 of 3 from the foul line. 5 turnovers though, too much. Shouldn't be on the ball that much, and like just he shouldn't be averaging less than he should be averaging less than 3 turnovers a game with the amount he should be on the ball. He shouldn't be on the ball that much, and he's turning the ball over too much. Um, DeAndre Ayton was very good in overtime. Wasn't really doing much else, but in overtime he did such a good job on Jokic. Like, let's just see in overtime. Jokic was 1 of 4 from the field, and yet Ayton was just a dog in overtime. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. That block on Jokic in overtime. 4 of 6 from the field, but 1 of 4 from the foul line, which is pretty disappointing. And then now let's talk about the best backcourt in the league. Combined for 62 points. We'll start with Austin Reeves, who's actually my player of the game. I thought he was incredible. 32 points, 12 of 21 from the field. He played 45 minutes, which is wild. 3 of 8 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. 6 assists. Just incredible. +7 from the field. He was our best player tonight, in my opinion. Considering like what we expect from all of them. Like Luka, I thought the offense was better when Reeves was handling the ball, which is something I didn't really think I'd be saying after this game. As Luka's always kind of killed the Nuggets, but today wasn't really the case. But no one's going to talk about his actual performance because he hit the game winner. And Reeves hit that game tying shot. So, yeah. Luka had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 blocks, which is interesting, 6 turnovers and a steal. He was 10 of 26 from the field, 4 of 14 from 3, which isn't good. 6 of 9 from the free throw line. So his efficiency wasn't good. He turned the ball over 6 times. He did have 13 assists, though, which honestly I do believe a lot of this was just great defense from Denver. But also Luka wasn't just wasn't that good. Like, this Nuggets defense hasn't been that good this year. And it was better tonight than it has been, I feel like. Once the Lakers offense, once their 3-point shooting started cooling down, it was kind of hard to generate good shots. So yeah, that's pretty much his game. Amazing game. This would be a really fun playoff series, I'll be honest. As it's looking like the Lakers will be playing either Minnesota, Houston, or Denver. As of now, I think the Lakers would definitely win. I'm just not high on them. Their offensive execution down the stretch, like I've said all year, it's been terrible. Minnesota, we beat them 3 times this year, 3-0 against them, but like also they beat us last year in the playoffs, so I don't really know. I don't really feel too good about that. And then Denver, just because of Jokic, I'm kind of still worried, but I do think we have a good chance against them. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, or this post-game recap of the Purple and Gold Perspectives podcast. I'm your host, Mike Javid, and everybody have a great day. Peace out.